life early. Just 14 minutes in, Rafa Silva stunned the Madrid faithful. The Benfica forward found space between the lines, received a sharp pass at the edge of the box, and clinically slotted it past the keeper. Silence swept across the stadium. Benfica led 1-0. It was a reminder that in Europe no away side comes to watch. But Real Madrid are not a team that stays rattled for long. 2 minutes later, in the 16th minute, Aurelien Tchouaméni rose like a general commanding his troops. A perfectly delivered corner met his powerful header, and the ball thundered into the net. 1-1. The response was immediate, ruthless, and symbolic of Madrid's mentality. From shock to stability in 120 seconds. The first half settled into a tactical chess match. Benfica stayed compact, disciplined, and dangerous on the counter. Real Madrid controlled possession, probing patiently, waiting for the crack in the Portuguese wall. Midfield battles intensified. Every tackle meant something. Every pass carried pressure. As the second half wore on, the tension grew heavier. Benfica believed they could steal it. Madrid believed they would win it. Then came the 80th minute. Vinicius Jr., electric, fearless, relentless, received the ball wide on the left. He danced past one defender, cut inside with lightning speed, and curled a breathtaking strike beyond the goalkeeper's reach. The stadium erupted. 2-1, a goal born from confidence and big-game brilliance. It wasn't just a goal, it was a statement. Benfica pushed forward desperately in the closing minutes, but Madrid's defense held firm. Experience, composure, and European pedigree carried them through to the final whistle. Final score, Real Madrid 2, Benfica 1. Tonight's analysis tells a clear story. Benfica were brave and sharp early, but Real Madrid's mentality and quality in decisive moments made the difference. Quick response, midfield dominance, individual brilliance. That's Champions League football at its finest. What did you think of Vinicius Jr.'s winner? Was Tchouaméni the unsung hero? Could Benfica have... From the first whistle, the intensity was unmistakable. Juventus, playing in front of a roaring home crowd, started with purpose. In the 37th minute, the breakthrough came. A tense moment inside the box led to a penalty, and Manuel Locatelli stepped up with ice in his veins. The strike was calm, precise, and unstoppable. 1-0 to Juventus, and the stadium erupted. But Galatasaray were far from intimidated. The Turkish giants responded with grit and sharp attacking movement. Their equalizer didn't come immediately, but the warning signs were clear. Juventus held the narrow lead into halftime, yet the game felt far from settled. The second half exploded into life. In the 70th minute, defender Federico Gotti rose high during a set piece and powered home a header to make it 2-0. At that point, it seemed Juventus were cruising toward victory, but Champions League nights are never predictable. Galatasaray found their spark in extra time. In the 105th minute +1, Nigerian star Victor Osimhen delivered a clinical finish that reignited hope. His movement was electric, his composure world-class. Suddenly, it was 2-1, and belief surged through the Galatasaray squad. Just when Juventus thought they could hold on, drama struck again. In the 119th minute, Barış Alper Yılmaz stunned the stadium with a late equalizer, 2-2. The comeback felt complete. The momentum had shifted entirely. But this match still had one final twist. In the 82nd minute, a moment that would define the night, Weston McKennie rose to the occasion. Timing his run perfectly, he struck with power and determination, sealing the 3-2 victory for Juventus. It was a goal born of resilience, a response to relentless pressure, and a reminder of why big players shine on big nights. This wasn't just a match, it was a showcase of mentality, stamina, and elite European drama. Juventus demonstrated composure in key moments, while Galatasaray proved they can fight until the very last second. For fans in Nigeria and across the world, Especially those following Osimhen's journey, it was an emotional roller coaster. Matches like this define the magic of the Champions League, where no lead is safe, no minute is quiet, and every second counts. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more football analysis like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below. Was McKennie the hero, or did Osimhen steal the spotlight despite the loss? The atmosphere inside Shukru Saracoğlu Stadium was electric from the first whistle. Fenerbahçe came out aggressive, pressing high and forcing mistakes in the Forest backline. It didn't take long for that pressure to pay off. In the 22nd minute, Kerem Aktürkoğlu found himself in the right place at the right time. A clever build-up down the flank split Nottingham's defense, and Kerem finished clinically, sending the home crowd into a frenzy. That early goal set the tone. Fenerbahçe were confident, sharp, and hungry. Nottingham Forest tried to respond, slowing the tempo and attempting to control possession. But Fenerbahçe's midfield disrupted their rhythm, closing down space and winning key duels. Just after halftime, the momentum swung even further in favor of the Turkish side. In the 48th minute, Fenerbahçe were awarded a penalty after a clumsy challenge in the box. Kerem Aktürkoğlu stepped up once again. Calm. Composed. He slotted it home with precision, making it 2-0 and putting Forest under serious pressure. At that point, it looked like Fenerbahçe might cruise to victory. But European nights are never that simple. Nottingham Forest showed resilience. They pushed forward with more urgency, committing extra numbers in attack. Their persistence paid off in the 68th minute when Callum Hudson-Odoi produced a moment of brilliance. Cutting inside with pace and confidence, he unleashed a strike that beat the goalkeeper and brought Forest back into the game at 2-1. Suddenly, the tension returned. The final 20 minutes were intense. Forest searched for an equalizer, launching crosses and testing the Fenerbahçe defense, but the Turkish side held firm. Strong defensive organization and smart game management helped them see out the match. Every clearance was cheered like a goal. Every tackle felt decisive. When the final whistle blew, Fenerbahçe celebrated a massive Europa League victory. Kerem Aktürkoğlu was undoubtedly the star of the night with his brace, showing composure and killer instinct when it mattered most. Meanwhile, Hudson-Odoi's goal proved Forest's fighting spirit, even if it wasn't enough in the end. This match highlighted the fine margins in European competition. Early dominance, clinical finishing, and defensive resilience made the difference. For Fenerbahçe, it's a statement win. For Nottingham Forest, lessons to take forward. If you enjoyed this breakdown and analysis, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts on the match.